Ah, Today has been a very action-filled day. Very action-filled. And by action-filled, I mean literally I have accomplished nothing today. Mostly because uh I got up this morning. I say this morning. Yeah, it was this morning, but I got up around 10:30. We streamed a little late last night, so I got up a little later today. I got up at 10:30 and I was like I stayed in bed for a little bit, just kind of staying comfortable for a little bit. Got up around, I don't know, quarter, like 10 to 11, quarter to 11. And I got up and I got some clothes ready. I was going to take a shower. And literally in that process, my power went out. And so it's like, well, guess I'm not doing that. Or much of anything else that I had planned today. It has been off for many hours today. It only came on literally like 30 minutes ago. And now it is 10 to 5. So, been off for a lot of today. I've been through longer power outages, but I was like, oh, I want to do the Nintendo Direct today. I want to do some more Hogwarts Legacy. Ugh, and I kept hoping that I was like, oh, this is a bit of a power outage. That's fine. But it like kept going. I haven't had food today. I had like a little granola bar, but that's about it. So today is off to a great start. But yeah, anyway, that's been my day. I haven't accomplished anything else other than listening to music on my PP Bluetooth speaker, which usually is there. I moved it though because I was using it. So yeah, that's been what I've done today. Anyway, we're doing a bit of a short stream right now. I completely forgot to mention this last stream because I completely forgot about it. I did know of it when we were streaming last stream. AKA last night, but there's a Nintendo Direct today, and it's like a 40-minute long Direct. It's focusing on games for the first half of 2023, which means all of 2023, because Nintendo says focuses basically means like too early in the Direct announcements or, new trailers or whatever it is. Talking about stuff in the first half, and then the rest of the Direct is like, oh, and all these new games that are coming out at the end of this year or next year. So I don't believe anytime they ever say like focusing on this anymore, because it never actually means that. I specifically remember the Splatoon 3 like reveal one being like, oh, we're only focusing on things coming out for the first or like the next 3 months or something, and then they're like, oh, this is coming out like next year at the end of the thing, and it's like, well, I mean, it's cool thing to reveal, nobody was expecting it, but I mean, you literally said you weren't talking about anything. Now they're saying focusing on rather than saying we're talking about this. I think that really helps, because I think at that time they said like we're only talking about things here, but they obviously didn't. So yeah, anyway, weirdness. We usually do a lot of Nintendo Directs and stuff, and because my power was out, I was like, oh, I won't be able to get to do this one. The first one of the year, which is usually pretty important. It's not always important. It depends on obviously what Nintendo has lined in store, but usually is fairly important. But I did have a backup. I was like, if I have to do it, I'm gonna record like my reaction on my like iPad, and do it that way while I watch it on my phone, and then add the video later, and probably would have uploaded it to the VOD channel as its own thing. But luckily we're good. We're here. Power came back on with enough time, thank God. So yeah, we're here, ready to watch the Nintendo Direct. I do not remember. We don't have a lot of time here, but I'll try to talk about a few things that I might expect, or just stuff going into it. I don't really remember a lot from the last Nintendo Direct that was like anything that's going to be mentioned further on this stream, or anything that's going to be particularly highlighted, because it's still far out. The only things I can really remember are obviously Tears of the Kingdom. I imagine we might get a new trailer for that. I would have to imagine. It's only like, what, 3 months out now? Comes out in May? I mean, 4 months, I guess. We're still pretty early in February. But you know, not too far out still. So I mean, you know, I guess actually you could say 3 months out because it's like May 12th is my birthday. So I'm definitely streaming on my birthday and playing Tears of the Kingdom, assuming it comes out on that day. But I assume they'll probably show some stuff about that. There might be like a little promo for the Kirby remaster that's coming out at the end of this month. I guess it's a remaster, right? It's like a remake kind of thing, right? So that's probably gonna get like a little highlight maybe, or showcase or something, just a small thing. And then probably some more on Pikmin 4, because that's something that hasn't really been talked about. It comes out apparently this year, and there hasn't really been anything on it, so I imagine a proper trailer will probably be revealed, or something like that. Maybe a huge showcase on it, not really sure. That's not really something that I'm like super interested in. I've never been a Pikmin person, it's never really caught my interest, but it's still something that could be talked about, and it's something I expect they might bring up. Other than that, I really don't know. It's one of those things where Tears of the Kingdom is kind of like the main thing for Nintendo this year that we know of so far. But they'll probably also want to have something that's fairly decent for the holiday season this year. And I don't know what it would be because we don't really know anything. It could be Pikmin, but I don't know if that's going to drive all the hype for the end of the year. So I'm like, what could maybe drive something similar, or maybe get a little bit more going, but not take the spotlight off of Tears of the Kingdom, because that's a huge thing for Nintendo. It's obviously a very big deal. And I don't know what that would be. I've been trying to think, and I'm like, it can't be a Kirby game because there's one coming out like pretty soon. I don't imagine they're doing a Forgotten Land sequel that fast. So I don't think it's going to be that. Fire Emblem literally came out like a couple weeks ago, so it's not going to be that. I would love a Captain Toad sequel. That would be great. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be anything Mario, because that's going to like really like push things out. I'm hoping it's not going to be like a Mario sports game that takes that, you know, lead. I know people have been, I think there's like a lot of rumors going around that a new Mario baseball game is going to be going forward, which I don't really care about, like the sports Mario games really. I played some Mario Golf. It's enjoyable enough. I don't itch to play it all the time though. Same with Mario Tennis. And everything else I haven't really like dived into. I know a lot of people like Mario Strikers. It's never really caught my interest either, so I've never really been into that too much. I don't imagine there'll be a Paper Mario game, because Origami King wasn't that long ago. So like, I don't really know. My thought is, I would love if it's F-Zero, but it won't be. It never is. So it probably might be, and my thought would be, if they reveal a game to be that holiday spot, it's probably going to be like a Donkey Kong game. That's my thought, because the Mario movie's coming out, Donkey Kong's in it, he's kind of getting back in there. It's been a while since the Donkey Kong games happened, like a new one. There's Tropical Freeze put onto the Switch. New funky mode, but I still think that it's not really relevant. So other than that though, I genuinely don't know what to expect. I don't know if there's going to be anything super new, super relevant that's going to be like crazy. Genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know. Could literally be anything. So that's where I'm going to leave that. I'm going to get the stream up because I actually don't have it up, but I don't really know what to expect. It might just be a case of showing a crap ton of indies during a large portion of it. And I mean, that's fine or whatever. I'm not always against that, but sometimes it's really bad when it's like JRPG, 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 JRPG. Like, that's happened on a few Nintendo Directs, and I'm like, ugh, this does not appeal to me in the slightest. But we'll see. Again, a lot of people are expecting Tears of the Kingdom stuff. I expect that as well, and I'm really hoping to see that kind of thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get the music out of here. We're gonna wait for the Nintendo Direct here. It's only a few minutes out. Timed it well, timed it well. Here we are, here we are. And this is live. I'm just gonna make sure that we're caught up here. Okay. So we should be good and ready to go. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. Ah, man. I'm so happy I didn't have to do it the power outage way where I was recording wearing a sweater trying to stay warm and have heat and just huddled in this room on like this terrible camera quality, just like I'm watching the Nintendo Direct on my phone. I would have made it work, but I'd rather not. Plus I'd have to use like phone data, it'd be the worst. We are going to play some Hogwarts Legacy later tonight. At least that's the plan. Hopefully that'll work out. We played a good chunk yesterday, and I'm curious to play more. I feel like it's starting to get into the main gameplay loop now. We still have classes and stuff to do, but I feel like we're starting to get, like, you know, areas, like access to areas that actually have, like, you know, big combat areas and stuff, which we haven't really had. So it's starting to develop a little bit there. And I'm enjoying that for sure. There's also some Twitch drops. I do not know how the availability of that really works. It might be, I'm not sure if it's just like some people get it and some people don't, or you had to sign up for it. I don't know if we have it on my channel. Either way, we're going to be streaming it anyway. So yeah, just letting you know. But right now, Nintendo. Still showing the COVID-19 disclaimer, huh? I mean, that's fine by me. Show it, please do. Safety first. Nintendo. Oh, you guys can't hear it. Which is weird, because I put Chrome in here earlier, but apparently that doesn't work. That's fine. This works too. Pikmin? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I knew it. I told you there's going to be Pikmin, like, pretty much one of the things that was going to be showcased. Sign that off on the bingo card, dude. Immediately. Looks pretty good. See, I know so little about Pikmin, I don't know how any of it's, like, really played. I know that this is a very different camera angle and kind of gameplay style. Because I think most of them had, like, a locked-off camera, right? Or, like, kind of like a top-down, not like a third person like this. So I don't know how much this really changes things. I know the sounds all too well, though. Thank you, Smash. Thank you for that. I just feel like this is a game where you're, like, playing, like, basically Toy Story. I know nothing about it. Ace Pikmin. Okay. Now, I genuinely don't understand the, like, the hype for Pikmin, though. Not that there's anything wrong. Like, I get, like, some people are into it, but for me, like, I see it and I just go, like, holy shit, ice! Okay. Sure, yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. Background. I mean, it looks really good, though. That water looks phenomenal. For, like, a Switch game? God damn. I've seen worse water in, like, a AAA... I don't know. Ubisoft game? Not that Ubisoft is, like, a high bar. But, like, bosses and big enemies seem pretty cool, though. Definitely has that, like, Shadow of the Colossus vibe. You know? Not that I've ever played that. I've never played that game. But I use it for comparisons all the time. Like, oh, that's really Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I've seen footage of it. I've seen gameplay of it over the years. Like, enough to be significant, but still. Also, I'm hoping it's not too loud. What the fuck? I got a Blood Moon in Pikmin now? Is it Alien Pikmin?
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Alright, thank you, Shinya.
That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4.
Very
A
nice.
dog-like creature was spotted. What kinds of things
Creature.
will it show us?
It only has 2 legs. How does it even stay balanced?
More information in the future.
Actually, most of them only have
Let's
2
see
legs.
our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Wacky. Real whack.
This new hero is a real gem. Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC.
This is like a huge thing. It's just like, oh, here's the next thing of Xenoblade.
Say hello to Masha, the newest hero and a refined lapidarist. She can use special ore to craft accessories that can bestow various effects.
Challenge I see.
Battles with roguelike elements are also being added. Select only
Right.
one character and battle wave after wave of enemies. For every win, you'll earn more heroes and special abilities. Rack up victories with your heroes and set your sights on the final stage. You might also get special in-game outfits as a reward. And coming in Volume
Whoa, what the
4
fuck?
later this year.
Okay, never mind.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want? Nothing's gonna get through to him. He's a heartless machine.
I don't know I'm not involved at all with Xenoblade. I know nothing about it either.
Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you?
Volume 3 of
It looks
Xenoblade
very nice
Chronicles 3
for a
expansion
Switch
pass
game,
for the Xenoblade
in fairness.
Chronicles 3 game launches on the Nintendo Switch.
But that's not always the
February
important part
15th.
about it at all.
Shake it, amigo.
Minecraft Monkey?
3, 2, 1. Yeah! Move to the beat in a brand new Sonic
Oh my
and
God.
Amigo game.
Oh, this is like a new... Wait, this already existed?
Gently shake
I've
a
never heard of this in my
weapon
life.
match the targets during a song.
Oh,
Follow the instructions on screen to pose
monkey dance.
and dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes.
I am 100% not the audience for this, but hey.
Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker? Make sure to show up in style too.
I definitely would have known some like friends that I would have had in like elementary school
World Party.
that would have
Those
loved
lowest
this.
Scores in each round will be eliminated.
They would have been like a master at this.
Aim for first place.
They would have played it at like some like school party when they brought like their Switch or something. Not that this ever happened for me, but I could imagine like if I was a kid now, this would happen. And they would bring it and they'd be like, look at me, and then everybody'd be like, holy shit, they're so good at this. They're playing on like the hardest mode and the hardest song and they're just like acing it? This is crazy. There'd be that kid with that game.
Got a passion for fashion?
No.
Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place
Oh wow,
to
this is for me.
express yourself.
Guys, it's my game.
You'll aim to become a stylish
You like my
individual,
fashion of t-shirt?
and you're in luck. Tons of people are
That's about
seeking
where
the
my
latest
fashion
trends.
goes. Sometimes hoodie.
Give them a like if you dig their style,
Oh,
or suggest new outfits for
Sometimes
them to grow as an influencer.
an actual hoodie. Most of the time it's a zip-up hoodie. That really that throws them for a loop.
Now it's time for fashion design.
Sometimes if I get
Choose
real
from
crazy,
1,000 design options.
throw in the fedora.
Then add a personal touch to give your item a final
Never wear the
flourish.
fedora. I bought this when I was like
You can get
13.
the items other people are wearing by liking them.
and I thought it was really cool, and I love how like the
Mix
fedora
and
is like
match
such a
your
meme now.
favorites to create
I
new
literally
looks.
was the guy.
By
I wore this like
online,
twice
you can expand your
after
friend
that,
circle
and then I was like, I don't care
grow
anymore.
your brand.
And then as I got older, I'm like, I can't believe I bought that.
Got an eye for fashion? Then get stylish.
It's too small for me too. It doesn't even fit
Fashion
right.
Dreamer Debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch. this
Marvelous. That's the company. Marvelous.
Delve into these dark worlds.
Oh, edgy.
Fabulous castle beckons in this
I genuinely thought that was a Harry Potter,
the
like
roguelike
Hogwarts Legacy for
action
Switch, and it looked
platformer,
really
Dead
bad.
Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and outskirts
Hogwarts
alongside
Legacy for
Mr.
Switch.
Belmont and
Running at
Alucard.
360p,
Showdown with death.
15 frames per second.
Himself. Wield the vampire killer and other iconic weapons as
This
you
looks good,
vanquish
though.
legions of monsters in frenetic combat. 12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells. Return to Castlevania.
Wait, this is Dead Cells, but it looks like Castlevania? That looks better than the actual last Castlevania game I've ever seen. Like, the most recent Castlevania game looks worse than that, in my opinion.
Enter
That looks really good.
riskRED in this narrative puzzle adventure set
Damn,
within
son.
the Tron universe.
Tron Identity.
Dangerous truths
We're still doing
you
Tron
truly almost
games?
lost as you
How are we doing
navigate
Tron
through a
games?
perilous world.
I mean, I
Your
like
decisions
the
and
aesthetic of Tron.
alliances you forge will impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch.
Just like a
this
story-based game. Eh,
April. Who's there? Wait,
your
is
mom. Oh.
that- Well, that can't be good. The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns in HD. After
Never heard of
kicking
this in my
bucket
life.
and becoming a ghost, you can
This is the other
possess
thing that I worried
objects.
about, is it's going to be a lot of, like, ports, because that just seems to be the Nintendo thing. Like, they're obsessed with getting ports on the Switch.
Fate.
Which, I mean, there's no problem with that, but there's a
Ghost Trick,
lot of
Phantom
ports now.
Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo
One of the other
Switch.
things I feel like is because the Nintendo 64 games, kind of like the
Connected world.
list has ended with
Suspenseful
GoldenEye.
thriller.
I feel like we're going to get another list of either N64 games or maybe GameCube. That's being really hopeful. Still not going to pay for it if it has GameCube, though. For the different subscription, it's not worth it. If they put F-Zero in it, tempts me a little bit more, but also then you have to realize that you have to unlock everything, which takes literally years of your life.
現実がコピーされた世界すごいここ本当に仮想空間なの
I unlocked a lot of stuff genuinely at one time, but
まだ30分も経ってないよ
I wouldn't want to do that again.
事件には最初から違和感があったこの事件の犯人はお前だ
Is this JRPG?
警察だおとなしくしろ
Yeah, basically.
使用はデカバングルにかざして申
What did I say? Is what I'm saying becoming true? Maybe.
宝石強奪未遂で
Just a little bit. So far it's been indies, JRPG, and it started with Pikmin 4. Everything I've said so far has been the reality of this.
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ
In fairness, it has a nice, like, lighting style to it that I like. It's like almost cel shading, but not quite.
犯罪だこの狂った街では手段を選んではいられない私服を肥やす豚どもは
You know, I feel like I kind of wish I could make like a JRPG like video game trailer like as a parody and see how good I could like, or like how accurate I can make it without knowing anything about it,
And a demon.
other than from trailers I've seen of other games.
Experience Bayonetta's origins as a
Oh yeah, this
young
is the
witch
origin
named
game.
Cereza. Seeking the power
This
to
looks better than when they
rescue
first
her
revealed it.
mother.
I remember when they first revealed it, the lighting looked
Avalon Forest ruled
cursed.
by fairies.
It still doesn't look great, but it's like, it looks better.
I'm going to become a witch
Kind of looks like an Alice Madness Returns game,
There, she'll encounter the otherworldly
or
demon
Alice game, I
Cheshire.
guess. Oh, Cheshire Cat.
You'll control both witch and demon at the same time.
It
Harness
literally
Cereza's
is.
magic and Cheshire's ferocity.
Well, it's what they're going for, I guess.
Mysterious and dangerous forest.
Sort of Alice kind of thing, right? Alice in Wonderland
Need
thing.
to work together in battle as well. Cereza cannot attack and can only support
Well,
Cheshire
it's
by
not a complaint anymore because it's
enemies.
clearly what they're trying to do.
Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks. Or
Why is he
stop
saying
an aggressive
Cheshire?
one to focus on another.
Is it Cheshire or Cheshire?
Use each character's
I guess it's
abilities
Cheshire,
to
right,
win
isn't it?
battles.
I always say Cheshire though, it sounds better. It sounds more sophisticated. The Cheshire Cat.
The duo
Instead of the
will gain
Cheshire.
strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers,
Sounds weird to say
new paths
Cheshire.
can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Bayonetta to know that.
Cereza and the Lost Demon prowls onto the Nintendo Switch system March 17th.
Oh, it's got a longer title now.
Pre-orders are available now.
That is a very
Nintendo eShop.
weird looking logo.
How was that? Next, please take a look
Is
at
a
this.
thing. Hasn't blown me away yet. Alright, Splatoon 3. I should have guessed that. I figured they're probably gonna announce like a DLC or another Splatfest or something. I haven't played any Splatoon 3. The last Splatoon I played was the first one, which I realize I probably should have at least tried one of them. DLC? Oh, it's the original area. Is it 2 or is it 1? Oh, it's 1, isn't it? Whoa, whoa! Expansion pass. Fair enough. Inkopolis. I always thought it was Inkopolis. Well, that's cool for me. It's the one thing I recognize.
Waves of content. The first wave is Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds.
Nice.
This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might spot a few familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers.
That's really cool. That's a very smart way to do that. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. Breadcrumbs? I don't know who Breadcrumbs is. I don't remember him.
Turf Battle, the show, and amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too.
Of course, it did in the first game. That's awesome. That's so smart.
The Squid Sisters will also perform here during Splatfests. Need a mix
There's just,
of
I assume Wave 2 is going to be whatever Splatoon 2's area was. I'm not familiar with that one. I know Pearl and Marina or whatever, but...
The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
What does this give you, though? Does this give you more maps? Like, it's just a new hub. What? I don't understand. It's just a new hub.
Oh, what's this?
Proper DLC, though? Yeah. Yeah, proper DLC. Octoling Expansion 2? Whoa. Oh, they need Paper Mario Color Splash. What in the hell is this? I really like the story stuff in regards to Splatoon, but I don't want to spend like $150 to do that. Side order of fries. It looks really cool. Looks very Portal-esque. And that's all they'll talk about.
Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring.
Oh. Now, does Splatoon 3's hubs take place in the same as places like Splatoon 2? Because then that is irrelevant then.
Available later today on Nintendo eShop.
As it's released, though, you can order it today.
Splatoon 3 since its launch.
That's weird advertising for that.
Thank you all.
Alright, well, I wasn't expecting a major Splatoon thing, but
will be
cool.
able to enjoy the game even more with
Guess
the
that makes
upcoming
sense.
paid expansion pass. Please look forward to more.
They really like
information
the
about Splatoon 3
they really like the word pass now, don't they?
Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
That's the thing Nintendo has found with other game developers and is like hooking onto now. Expansion pass, booster course pass, season pass.
Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy.
We're getting to that point. They're eventually going to say season pass. I mean, maybe they'll never say season pass because they're like, oh, we're not like other developers. We're not going to say season pass. We don't have seasons.
Jump and swing to explore every nook and cranny of the island. By
Mini?
unlocking special abilities,
Oh,
you
excuse
can
me.
reach new places and find
Yeah.
secret areas.
It's an interesting art
Cross
style.
large chasms with boost jump. Ground pound barriers to open new spaces. And glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to
Does this sound mean to say that it looks like a mobile game?
Share a hug for extra help.
It doesn't look terrible. It just looks like a mobile
Play
game.
leapfrog for larger jumps.
Got that like art style to it. I don't know.
Work together to save Monoth, and you might discover new paths.
It's also really far away. You're so
You'll meet
tiny.
unusual allies and dangerous foes.
Howdy, what you watching? We're watching the
Study the
Nintendo
moves
Direct.
carefully to figure
What's
out
happening
the
right now?
secrets to victory.
The only thing major so far is they have some expansion stuff to Splatoon 3. However, I haven't played Splatoon since the first one, so I'm a little behind on that, but still cool, I guess. Everything else has been like
Are on the way.
JRPG.
New emblems are coming to future waves of
Oh.
the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass DLC.
I said there wouldn't be any Fire Emblem, and they're like, oh, it's an expansion pass.
Emblem of Strength.
Alright, they found some way to show some Fire Emblem in the stream. I knew they'd do it.
Thorin, Emblem of
Anyway, how you doing?
Cast magic spells over a wide area. Camilla,
I'm so like, I'm a little salty. I was like, oh, they're not gonna show it. There's no way they'll show it. I know it just came out. There's nothing they need to show. It's literally just out now. They've already showed stuff. It came out like 3 weeks ago.
magic attacks. Veronica, Emblem of Heroes.
Cool, Nintendo always has good stuff cooking.
Summon
Yeah.
additional allies to fight for your cause.
They usually do. I'm assuming mostly the major thing they're gonna be showing, which is what I said, was Pikmin 4 and Tears of the Kingdom, which is the Breath of the Wild sequel. They haven't shown any Tears of the Kingdom yet. I assume that'll be towards the end of the thing. And they started with Pikmin 4, so... Most of the stuff I've said has been right so far. The one thing I didn't want to be right, which is so far becoming right, is showing a lot of JRPGs, because I do not care about JRPGs.
Later today.
I mean, whatever, you know. I'm in the minority, I realize with that, but still.
Take control of your destiny.
There's another one.
This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future
Okay,
of
I don't know what
humanity
this is.
hangs in the balance. In this narrative adventure, harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna play that at all.
See the future
Not my kind of game.
and decide humanity's fate.
The animations are really nicely done,
Branching
though.
story paths,
Damn.
along with a riveting soundtrack by Celeste composer Lena Raine, set the stage for your journey.
Nice.
Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond.
I give them credit, at least they didn't go like the PNG route, where it's just like a static figure just sliding in like,
To
hey!
its destiny.
You know, they actually move when they talk in the gameplay as well, so
Launches first
credit.
on consoles on Nintendo Switch.
I appreciate good music in a video game more and more these days. Definitely.
These
It's starting to
games
become like a thing.
rolling.
God, not Octopath. God damn it. I was like, I literally was gonna make a joke in the stream title today, like, we're gonna get like Octopath Traveler 3 or like Triangle Strategy, like version 4.0 or something stupid like that, and
Who will your allies be? And where will your journey lead you?
turn-based RPGs are like my lowest for me.
Launching on Nintendo Switch.
But yeah, no, in regards to music,
Keep it rolling.
there's a lot of,
Collect oodles of objects in this remaster of We Love Katamari.
that's pretty cool though.
Roll in a classic.
But in regards to music, a lot of games seemingly have like
New features
some
include playing as the young king of all cosmos in
composer that's on it that's like a known for video game soundtracks now, and like brings a lot more credibility to the game, which is like
We Love Katamari.
ever since like Doom,
Royal Reverie
I feel like that's really had like an uptick in that happening.
Nintendo Switch Online
Like Mick Gordon, I know we have Lena Raine.
Katamari Damashi Reroll.
Undertale kind of has that a little bit too, but I mean, you know,
Combine the powers of the sun.
Toby Fox did like most of Undertale, so that's not just the music, but still.
RPG. Freely traverse a breathtaking world. Meet characters from all walks of life. And devastate foes with timed attacks in battle.
Yeah, I'd say I never really played turn-based RPGs. Turn-based strategy, on the other hand, I like.
Retro-inspired tunes from the renowned
I'm not
Yoshinori
fully into either or.
guest composer for the game.
The one RPG that I played that's like a turn-based RPG is Mario and Luigi, like the Mario and Luigi games.
A free demo will launch later today on Nintendo.
But it's more because the story is very interesting.
Duke it out in this free
I've also played Super Paper Mario, but that's
showdown.
it's got like RPG mechanics, but it's more of a platformer with RPG mechanics rather than an RPG.
Fast battles, air hockey style.
So there's a few exceptions, but generally it just does not interest me at all.
Change the course trajectory from afar.
This just looks like Mario Strikers, but a different game.
Advantage. Or knock opponents out of the
I don't know how well that Mario Strikers game that's like on the Switch is doing,
slides onto
because I know a lot of people said it was very bare bones, which I'm not shocked by, because like every Mario sports game in the last while has been not good, or like been like the starting
Back into the sprawling
part of the game, and then there's really nothing else to do.
collection of the first 3
And they added all this
Odyssey
DLC
games
after,
coming
which
to
is
Nintendo Switch,
really
remastered
annoying.
in HD. Many treasures lie deep within a massive labyrinth.
I
Its
don't know what this
paths
is.
are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide.
Oh, it's like a
Following the map as
text-based
you go,
adventure game,
you
except
can
you have
progress
an
even
actual view.
further.
Weird.
Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles, like the ally.
I said at the start of the stream too, I was like, Nintendo really loves remasters,
But be warned,
or like ports of
every
stuff,
adventure is fraught with danger.
and like a lot of this direct so far has been JRPGs and ports and remasters. Pretty much those two things. I said one of the other things I'm predicting is that they're gonna go into like, here's more N64 games if you buy the super version of the online subscription.
And a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration.
Maybe GameCube, but I don't expect it. I don't feel like that's gonna happen.
Launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st.
Because that emulation is way harder to do.
Available separately on Nintendo eShop.
I don't feel like Nintendo's going to be developing a huge emulator just to make that happen. Unless I like buy Dolphin
Your
or something.
tactical skills ready.
They never do it though.
Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy,
Alright.
and more in 2 full story campaigns.
Oh no, this is the direct that it appeals not at all to me. I already know it. I know it now.
Flex your strategic
None of this
muscles
appeals to me.
across a
Unless
multitude of
they
modes.
come out of nowhere
Assign your own
right at the
map
end,
and share them with
and they're
friends.
like,
Plus, go head-to-head in local and
well,
online
they're going to show Tears of the Kingdom at the end, but
Advance
maybe they'll be
Wars
like,
1+2 Reboot
and a
Camp
new
on
F-Zero
Nintendo
game.
Switch, April 21st.
That's the only way that it'll
Begin
like
today
fully save
on
it for me at this
Nintendo
point now.
eShop.
Okay, Kirby's cool too,
Story
but
will unfold in the Kirby's Return to
literally comes out in like 2
Dreamland
weeks.
Magalore, the
I knew this was gonna be here,
interdimensional
too.
Traveler from the main adventure has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions.
I can't tell if this is like a remaster of the game or if this is a new game entirely. I can't. I mean, based on the title, I think it's a new game, right? But it also has like this new part of the game,
Now is a basic attack and jump.
which is why the showcase is interesting.
Regain Magalore's powers.
I don't have a lot of experience with
Points by
normal
defeating
Kirby
enemies.
games. We played Kirby in the Forgotten Land because that was like a 3D kind of thing, and I was like, oh, that's more up my alley. And I enjoyed it a lot. But regular Kirby games, you know,
Levitation.
nothing wrong with them.
Increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his
I've just never really given them a
powers is
chance.
up to you.
I played some of the classic ones, like a little bit here and there, but never really committed to one. I've been more of a Mario person.
Up to 4 players on the same system can venture through this mysterious realm together.
I mean, it's just like a platformer though, basically, so
Can
nothing wrong with that.
Magolor
Looks
restore
pretty
his
solid.
powers and safely
Looks good to
return
me.
his world? You can access this new epilogue
it's destroying the
after
bitrate
story mode.
100%. Same on the classic Kirby's, but been a while. Yeah. I mean, it
After
looks
today's
good.
Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, nice. I give credit to Nintendo. I really miss demos for games. I also really miss PC games, or even like PC ports of games having like a benchmark mode before you start the game just to see how it's performing. I really wish that existed instead of having to like load the game and then restart the game to like see if it even works on the current settings you're using. It's just, it's awful.
Next, here's some news about
Like,
Nintendo Switch
bring back
Online.
benchmarks, please.
Please take a look.
Borderlands 3 has it, and I'm very appreciative of it. Alright, they're putting another console on the thing. It's Game Boy.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch.
Why didn't I?
Online.
That's so much easier. Of course they go the easy route.
On Nintendo Switch, you can
GameCube.
play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could.
Why don't you put the Wii on this? It literally has an IR sensor in this Joy-Con. You can do it.
Will be available at launch.
I'm just more mad because it's so
Erase the
easy.
falling Tetraminos and aim for a
Nintendo,
high score.
please do the Wii or the
Super
GameCube.
Mario Land
It's-
2,
you-
6 golden coins.
I mean, it's great.
Castle that Wario stole from you.
It's gonna be part of the expansion pass though, so I'm not gonna be able to play any of them.
Zelda,
And I don't want to.
DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape Koholint Island.
I shouldn't be mad. It's good that there's like more
The Ghoul Realm is Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series.
more available games. I always like to see more available games, but
An
still.
assortment of Game & Watch titles.
Oh, they have Game & Watch now. Look at that.
Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery on the supernatural Shadow Island.
They make
Metroid
really
Zero
weird
Return
choices
Samus.
for
Destroy the
the
Metroids
games they
hiding
put
on
on.
the planet
Like
outside
Metroid
of
makes
the
sense, Mario Land makes sense, and then they're like, oh, Alone in the Dark.
Wario Land 3.
Oh, hell
Traverse a
yeah.
world that changes between day and night based
I would
on
actually
your
play that. I want to play some of the Wario Land games. They look very solid.
Kirby's Dream Land.
Nice.
Inhale and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title. You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together.
That's lame. There was more filters on the GameCube attachment
More games
where you
for
could play
in
Game Boy
the
games.
future.
Come on. Pokemon and Zelda. Whoa, advanced. Those emulators have existed for so long,
Game
it's
Boy
like not
Advance
that hard to
games are
do.
being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
They're all on expansion
Here
pack
are the
though, so it
games
doesn't
that you can
matter.
Play at launch. Super Mario
Another
Advance
thing that I
Super
want to make
Mario
like
Brothers 3.
super, that I always state because it's something that some people don't understand, is emulation is 100% a legal thing you can do.
Fast micro games.
Piracy is the illegal part, so if you own the game legitimately,
Stick to the goal without hitting obstacles.
it's not illegal to do that.
Mario Kart Super Circuit.
I own a lot of Game Boy Advance games. I could basically play all of
Portable
these
system.
right now.
Mario and Luigi Superstar
I don't own this one.
Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks. The Legend of Zelda, the
Not anymore,
Minish Cap.
anyway.
Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big adventure.
I mean, it's cool that they're adding more stuff to the expansion pack. I like that they're making
Local
it
and
feel a little
online
bit more
play is
fleshed out.
for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together.
Super Circuit would be pretty cool. I like Super Circuit. I'd like to play it online, since there's really no easy way to do that even on the normal hardware. Oh, F-Zero Maximum Velocity is actually kind of
Play
amazing.
these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Oh, you're gonna put the advanced on the expand. God damn it. Of course you're gonna do that.
Select Game Boy titles
Well, you don't even need it. You literally have the
will be
console right there.
playable on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced.
Cool.
Please look forward to more information about Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Switch.
I still think
Online
Nintendo has
Plus
so much
expansion
catching up to do in that department, though. It's still...
Let's see a few more headlines.
I don't like the way they're, like, going about it. I mean, it's natural.
Metroid Prime game is remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, there you go. That's... A lot of people have been waiting for that for a long time. There you go. That took a very long time. I've never played any of these games. I'd consider this one, though. I'd be interested. I've never been a Metroid fan either. I know this Direct is making me seem like I don't play any Nintendo games. I do. I just... not these ones. Being a fan of Dead Space, anytime I've seen Metroid Prime after that, I've just always been like, it's like PG Dead Space. It looks good, though. Is it just a normal? Is it just Metroid Prime? It's not one, like, all 3?
The first Metroid Prime game, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, just Metroid Prime
has been remastered for
1.
Nintendo Switch.
Metroid I played on Super Nintendo.
Zone 4, from the
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot of, like, stuff on Super Nintendo. I just never played Metroid. I wasn't really a Zelda fan. I remember trying to play it. I didn't care.
Visors are the key
I don't know which one it was on Super Nintendo. I don't remember specifically. Was that Link to the Past?
how to progress. Depending on the situation, a certain
And then
visor may
I played a lot of Mario 3.
When hostile creatures attack, keep them in your sights with the lock-on feature. Then fight back with beams,
Or I guess it was Super Mario All-Stars Mario 3, but still, you know.
bombs, and more.
And Mario World, of course.
This remaster adds new dual-stick controls, allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view. You can also select
Played a lot of F-Zero as well.
the feel of the original game, among others.
I clearly chose the wrong series to get invested in with F-Zero, because
Your preferred play style. The digital version
Nintendo
of
don't like it.
Metroid Prime Remastered launches on Nintendo eShop.
Either way, this one seems cool.
Today, the physical
I like
version
this.
of the game will be available in stores February 22nd.
Wow. Alright, good job on you, Nintendo, and did like a little shadow drop right there.
Put your master detective skills.
Oh my god,
to
it's
the
Bowsette.
test. This is the World Detective Organization. Yuma, a trainee detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will solve the strange incidents within Ward, a
JRPG.
city ruthlessly controlled by Amaterasu Corporation. You'll investigate these incidents alongside master detectives of the organization.
At this point, I'm just waiting for Tears of the Kingdom. I like it, you know.
That can prove useful during investigations. Mimic
Oh,
body
it's
types
rough.
and voices with disguise.
Nothing's
Detect
nothing's
heartbeats and
stuck out to me,
whispers with
other than
audio
Splatoon,
altitude.
kind of. But again,
And
the full
witness
game
past
with the
crimes
expansion is so much money,
post-cognition.
and I really mostly care about like the single player content. Multiplayer is good, but that's not really.
So use that to get
Like I'd play it, but I
closer to
wouldn't
cracking
play it
the
all the
case.
time. I'd kind of get sick of it.
After collecting enough evidence,
It's not a lot of multiplayer, like online multiplayer games that I'm so interested in and invested in that I like play it for a long time. Like I've already been done with Overwatch 2
and uncover the
before
truth.
Season 2 started, because I don't care.
Master Detective Archives Raincode.
Like I can get a better experience out of a single player experience than I ever can out of a multiplayer one. Because out of a multiplayer one, I never feel like I'm like achieving anything. I feel like I'm just like repeating it.
A
over and over again.
collection of both Baten Kaitos games, originally
I like
released
having like
on
an end
the
goal.
GameCube system,
You know what I
is
mean?
coming to Nintendo Switch. After a
I don't know, I guess it just appeals to me.
era on the floating
The
island,
ideal game
the
for me
Empire's conspiracy looms
is a game that can be played
as spirits
in
dwell
single
within
player,
protagonists.
has challenge but is not unreasonably hard,
To the Empire across two
but can
different
also be
eras.
played in multiplayer like a co-op or something. But it still has like an ending to it. It's not like an infinite grind either. It's not like a Warframe or a Destiny or anything. AKA Borderlands.
Using cards called Magnus.
That kind of game, like, that's perfect.
Attack power is determined by the attributes and combinations of your cards, which are randomly dealt from the deck.
Maybe not fully the genre. I like the genre of Borderlands, don't get me wrong. I've been enjoying it for sure, but like, I think I'm more like 3D platformer type, but there's not really... I don't think there's really any game like that. Like the kind of like Borderlands co-op with like hard stuff, but it's like a platformer with like co-op that way. Like I don't... Like a 3D platformer? I don't think it exists. I don't know one like that. Somebody makes that game, I'll be interested.
Live the life you want in a new fantasy life game.
I know some have modded
Thriving island.
Mario Odyssey to have like multiplayer online, and that's like the closest thing I've ever seen to that. What is this?
Then travel between past and present to make the island your
I give
own.
credit to this game for doing a tilt shift filter to make it look like toys.
Become a woodcutter,
That's smart,
angler,
but still.
cook, blacksmith.
Did he say blacksmith and then he stirred a pot?
And more.
I don't think that's a blacksmith.
Take on different roles to develop the island. How will you rebuild?
Okay. Sure. It's a little odd.
This life is yours to live.
Yeah. I don't know, it felt right to add that in there.
The restoration is about to begin.
Oh, dude, Shovel Knight back there, you see?
See life on the girl who steals time.
Please don't do that. Don't steal time. Okay. Oh, is this the Professor Layton or whatever? That's my guess. I think I'm right. Haha! I know nothing about the series other than what the character looks like. It's a 3DS game, right? Alright, that was quick. Way poor.
Wave 4 is racing in.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this too. They were gonna show some of this. Yoshi's Island?
Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming
What
into
the
Wave 4
fuck? What?
of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
If only it was
Booster Course
designed so it
Pass
didn't
DLC.
work on Mario Kart Tour, so it actually looked really good. Unfortunately, it looks like mobile graphics, but I like the concept though. That's awesome.
Birdo, who originally hit the track in Mario
New
Kart
character?
Dash, is
What the
also
fuck?
being added to Wave 4.
They're putting in characters? You called it a booster course pass, not a character pass. I'm totally into that though. That's been a very late
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
thing to add.
Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo
Fuck,
Switch system
Birdo.
this spring.
Alright, you got me back a little bit,
Switch
Nintendo.
Online Plus
You only showed one
expansion
track, but
enjoy
I'll
this
take it.
DLC at no additional cost.
Birdo?
The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
That was out of nowhere. Minecraft. Lion King. I don't even know what that is. Silk Song, maybe? Mega Man? Minecraft again? I'll give credit to that Minecraft game. It actually doesn't look too bad. I still don't think it's something for me, but... Oh, what is that? Blanc. By Gearbox? I've never heard of this game until now. I'm actually kind of interested in that. That just looks like an interesting story game. I'll have to look that up later. Why did you put the, like, very generalized showcase on a game that I actually think looks interesting? Have a Nice Death. Oh, I have seen that, yeah. That game looks interesting as well. I don't know a lot about it, but I have seen that. WBSCE Baseball. I'm blocking that, but that's what that said. Very convoluted title. What is that guy? What? That guy is just a long face. 90% chin. Oh, it's Dreamlight Valley. Okay. Also, this music's gonna be hard copyrighted. Oh. Things happen. Also, I hope it's still not too loud. The volume in this stream is, like, all over the place. I'm really trying to, like,
Thank
make
you
sure
for
it's fine.
staying with us so far.
You're welcome.
Will be our last segment.
Oh,
Please
God.
take a look.
Well, this has been not great for me, personally. The Mario Kart thing was nice. Splatoon thing was expected. This is also expected. And 12/4/2038. That when the next Mario Kart wave comes out. Been delaying that so much.
Rise, rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate
Oh.
this kingdom and her allies.
Oh, who's this villain?
No survivors.
Blood Moon? Alright, I'm into it. I'm into it. Holy shit. Okay, so the whole emphasis is that it's a super Blood Moon? Right? It's the SCP entity? Yeah. Alright, this looks good. Same map, but it looks like better developed. For sure. Grass looks better.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Alright. Looks good. I've gained no information from this yet, other than it's very complicated. Ooh, homing arrows. Rail sliding. Cool puzzle. Don't know what that means. I think that's Link's hand. Weird hand that he has. Oh, it's his hand ability. Interesting. He has a car now. He has a parachute and a drone. He's gonna drone strike Hyrule. Holy shit. This game looks insane, I must say. I'm very interested. We're definitely playing it. Breath of the Wild was great. I'm not a huge Zelda fan, but Breath of the Wild was fantastic.
Please, lend
I
him
enjoyed it
power.
very, very much. It was very good. Save her, Link. We knew that already. That's my birthday. It's for me. It's my present from
That
Nintendo.
was The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series.
Pre-orders begin today?
In addition to the standard version, a
there a reason to do that yet? I don't think so.
various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be
Whoa!
available on the same day.
Nice.
We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
Alright. I can't wait for that amiibo to sell out in like a femtosecond, so you have no time to buy it, and then it never restocks. Thanks, Nintendo. I still don't have Sephiroth. I ordered it, and then it got canceled. So, I now have to pay way more money to get that. That'll be fun. But anyway, okay. Interesting. Binding of Isaac 2? Yeah, you missed that. It was right at the start of the stream. A little teaser for Binding of Isaac 2. Yep. Completely missed it. But anyway. Yeah, so that was like 90% nothing I actually fully cared about. That happens sometimes. Sometimes the Nintendo Direct is like so much stuff that I'm like, oh my god. Holy crap, you know? Like that's, oh, whoa. Holy crap, Lois, you know? Like it's kind of crazy. But like, there wasn't a lot there. Main things outside of like 10 different JRPGs was like Splatoon has an expansion pass, but again, I haven't played Splatoon in quite a while. I wanted to play Splatoon 2, like the story of it for a while, but again, that's like a lot of money just for that, and then also the expansion. Am I gonna do the thing? I forgot. I don't know what you mean by the thing, but okay. And then there was Mario Kart Wave reveal for the Yoshi's Island track. That looks pretty good. Birdo as well as a character. Very nice. I hope they add more characters for the other waves. Not that they're really missing any characters that haven't been in a game at this point, but maybe like you know, Kamek, Magic Koopa would be a nice addition. But other than that, I think we got a pretty good roster now, so that's cool. Birdo? Yeah, it's Birdo. It's same thing with like female Yoshi, basically. Smash? Fair enough. I don't know how that would exactly go, but I don't want to picture it. So that was pretty cool. And then Tears of the Kingdom looked really good. There was a lot of stuff there. I could definitely go back and analyze it. But there'll be a lot more videos on that on YouTube about it. That'll be like, we have a 2-hour-long video going about all the different things going on in Breath of the Wild. I'm also playing the music twice. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. But you know, like, we have 2 hours of analysis to be, you know, all this crazy stuff about, like, oh, look at this pixel on Link's arm. This means that it's actually a sequel to Breath of the Wild, and not a prequel like we thought initially. Like, oh. So I'm not going to go, like, super in-depth with that, but the stuff in that looked really good. There's a lot of mechanics there. It seems like the arm is the replacement for, like, the abilities and stuff. So that's interesting. There was also Kirby as well. They showed a little bit of that, which I was expecting. The Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, I don't know why I said GameCube. I didn't realize there wasn't any Game Boy on there. So that seems... I mean, it's cool that that's on there. I like that there's more stuff that's available for the expansion pass now, because I still feel like it doesn't have a lot of value. But that helps, for sure. But again, I still don't feel like it's any reason, personally, for me to want to do that. Again, emulation is totally legal as long as you own the games, and I own a good chunk of the games that I care about to play on those that they have, so just do that, I guess. But anyway, other than that, I can't really remember anything that was like that super stuck out to me in that. I think it was pretty much just that. So, not a huge amount there. My prediction for a Donkey Kong game was completely wrong. There was not one. I just had a feeling, you know, that's just what I thought it was going to be, but I guess not. And they showed Pikmin 4 as well, which was kind of expecting. Not really any, like, announcements for, like, big other games, though. I was kind of expecting that would maybe happen, but maybe that'll happen post Tears of the Kingdom Direct, whenever that is, they might be like, oh, this is our holiday season game. Unless, you know, Pikmin 4 ends up taking that spot, which it might. I'm not really sure on that, but we'll see. Anyway, wanted to watch that Direct. We do Directs all the time, as per usual. 3 to 4 of my followed channels. Or just what? Special events? Yeah, I imagine a lot are watching it right now, or doing something else. There's a few things going on today, I think, but mainly Nintendo Direct. So, fair enough. But yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to take too much more time. There's definitely a lot I could talk about, and I'll probably talk maybe a little bit more about it afterwards. I'm going to be live later tonight as well. I just want to do this real quick. I'm going to have some food and stuff, and I will probably be back around 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do some more Hogwarts Legacy like we did last night. Try to do more of that. It's definitely starting to develop. There's definitely more stuff happening in the game now. We're actually like starting to have side missions and main missions that are not just like go do a class. We still have some of those, but we're starting to get some things now, so that's cool. But anyway, that's going to be everything for me for tonight. Again, really short, but we are going to be back later. I don't think we're going to stream for like 7 or 8 hours again with Hogwarts Legacy, but you never know. It's entertaining sometimes. So yeah. Anyway, I will hopefully see you guys in a few hours where we play some Hogwarts Legacy, but for now, that's everything for me. As always, links are below. And all that kind of stuff. You can also do !, Discord, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. You know the drill. I'm not going to fill it out too much. Hope to see you guys in a few hours. I'll be back a little bit later. See you guys. See you soon.